got everything we need right here. Wine and burning chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy. Everything we need's right here. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. Moonlight on your naked skin, summer's blind us to giving. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. Stars align onto your face, pretty sweet, your sour taste. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. Sharing all your deepest dreams, wonder what they really mean, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers. Write down all your memories, feel the things you wanna feel, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hope everybody is great. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe button, please. Happy Monday to my UK friends, Australian friends, everyone who's on this side of the world. Happy Sunday still to my friends in the US. Just a reminder, please, if you need to log off from the internet space, protect your peace, protect your mind for a few days, heck, for a few months. Delete some apps. Block out the news. Do what's good for you. The noise will still be here when you return. In fact, it will probably be louder. So always give yourself breaks, especially in these crazy times. Okay? Just a reminder. Let's see who's here. Hi, lady. Hi, Gwendolyn. Hi, Colita. I'm Alan Vernon, member for 35 months. And I am not surprised you have been a member for that long, Alan. I am not surprised at all. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for always showing up. Appreciate you, and I appreciate you all. Would you care to tell us where you're from, Alan? Are you from the States? Where are you from? I don't think I've ever asked. Okay, let's get to it. Not going to be a long podcast today, just a few updates. We got to see our faves. So it seems like this event is going to be a regular for them. This is maybe, I think, the third time we've seen them at this event honoring servicemen and women in the fire service for the Santa Barbara benefit, which raises funds for local fire police and sheriff departments, held again at Kevin Costner's Oceanside estate. The Duke of Sussex 41 stepped out for a third year running, yes, it is the third year, to the event on Saturday. This joined by Meghan. The concert, which was held at Kevin Costner's Oceanside estate in California, raises funds for essential equipment and mental wellness programs for Santa Barbara's county's first responders. This year's event featured Trisha Yearwood, Good Charlotte, The Freight, and more. Meghan's dress is gorgeous. I love this. It's like a midnight blue, but it almost looks like in some light a jeans material, but I don't think it is. But it's gorgeous. It's very well fitted. Her hair looks lush. Can you believe Meghan is 44? She's 3 years older than Harry. And they both look like they're in their 30s. That's what being hydrated and moisturized and stress-free and unbossed and unbothered does for you. So lovely that this is something that they're going to be supporting regularly. Oprah was also there, lingering in the background. And looking at a lot of the pictures, it seems like some of the servicemen and women, they've obviously showed up to this event for the third year in a row. It's like they're just familiar with everyone, familiar with their community. So good for them. Lovely, lovely pictures of them both looking glorious. Thank you, Kevon Slims, for the super chat. You said, Harry and Meghan just complement each other. They always look so good and natural together. Yeah. And they have done from day one. As Meghan says, like salt and pepper, they move together. Thank you so much again, Kevon Slims. Antoinette, you said, and that's their community, and I believe they have been going ever since they've lived in Montecito. Yeah. I'm just so glad that everything worked out for them. It was almost, no, not almost, it was just destined, because so many of Meghan's former, well, not former, people who she's known from before she was royal live in that area. Nacho and his wife, Harry's close friend, now Meghan's close friend through him, live in that area. Just everything worked out the way it was meant to work out. Half in, half out was never meant to work out. Even if I'm sure that's what Harry and Meghan would have wanted, because they've made it very clear they wanted to support the Crown. But you know what? The Crown didn't want to support them, and the Crown doesn't even deserve support at this point. Not after that monstrosity we saw this last week with that state dinner. Absolutely not. That has not gone down well in the UK, by the way, to my US friends. Hasn't gone down well at all. And I believe maybe it's the reason why Fergie's suddenly feeling the heat in the tabloids. So let's move on to that story. This has just popped up out of nowhere. Now, apparently it's linked to some more files that might be coming out about the whole Epstein case. I feel like with this whole Epstein thing, we're just going to go round and round in circles. I mean, we have been going round and round in circles. How long have people been screaming, release the Epstein files, release the Epstein list? Still nothing. And you know what? I kind of feel like we're not going to get much. Because let's say that they revealed that list tomorrow. How many times have we seen with incidences like this that stuff comes out and nobody's really held accountable? I remember the whole thing with the Panama Papers, and there was all of this stuff. no one's really ever held accountable. In fact, the only person who has seemed to be held even a little bit accountable is Ghislaine Maxwell, who's living pretty comfortably still. It seems like she's allowed to come out of jail for certain things, and you know she'll be out before she dies. Nobody else has been held accountable. Apparently, there's a whole darn list of people who need to be held accountable, and they're enablers. Anywho, Fergie is now catching strays, as the kids on the streets would say. So this coming out today. Oops, seems to have disappeared. Wait, where is it now? One sec, folks. And all over the front pages. This is a choice to put these all over the front pages. I think there's also an element to this that they want to distract from the fact that the other royals were getting an absolute beating from the public because of the state dinner and meeting. So they had to throw somebody under the bus, and unfortunately for Fergie, it was her. Oops, just give me a sec, folks. The article that I was going to read doesn't seem to be coming up. Okay, here we go. So Duchess of York says that gushing message to Epstein was not what it seemed. Just weeks after publicly disowning disgraced billionaire Jeffrey Epstein, Sarah Ferguson apparently wrote him a gushing message describing him as her supreme friend, new reports claim. But Sarah, Duchess of York, only wrote the note because Epstein had threatened to sue her, her spokesman has now said. According to The Sun on Sunday, the ex-wife of Prince Andrew had emailed Epstein in April 2011 and humbly apologized for linking him to PDF files in the media a few weeks previously. She said in the message that he was a steadfast, generous, and supreme friend to her. However, her spokesman said today it was sent in the context of advice the Duchess was given to try and stop Epstein and his threats. The Duchess's interview with the Evening Standard on the 7th of March 2011 saw her apologize for accepting $15,000 from Epstein. She told reporters she would never have anything to do with an ex-offender again. She told the newspaper, "I abhor PDF files and any abuse of children and know that this was a gigantic error of judgment on my behalf. I am so contrite I cannot say. Whenever I can, I will repay the money and have nothing ever to do with Jeffrey Epstein ever again." But The Sun says that little over a month later, the Duchess emailed from her private account to the offender, apologizing to him and telling him that she was bedridden with fear. The full email read, are you ready? "I know you feel hellaciously let down by me, and I must humbly apologize to you and your heart for that. You have always been a steadfast, generous, and supreme friend to me and my family. I am apologizing to you today for not replying to your email or reaching out to you. As I was bedridden with fear, I was paralyzed. I was advised in no uncertain terms to have nothing to do with you and to not speak or email you. And if I did, I would cause more problems to you, the Duke, and myself. I was broken and lost. So please understand, I didn't want to hurt Andrew one more time. I was overridden with fear. I'm sorry." The Duchess's spokesman said Epstein had threatened to sue her for defamation after accusing him with PDF files. The spokesman said the Duchess spoke of her regret about her association with Epstein many years ago, as they have always been her first, and her thoughts have always been first with the victims. Listen, all I have to say about this is I'm just glad our faves got out of the way. Every single time something like this comes up, I'm just like, I'm glad our faves got out of the way, because they would find a way of using them as a shield. And while this headline comes out today, these pictures of our faves come out today. The contrast. And I think that contrast is becoming more and more and more obvious, even to the haters, because how can you defend this? The association alone with this PDF file is bad enough. And they will excuse this and come up with all types of PR propaganda to excuse it. But let Meghan close the car door and all hell breaks loose. There's also, moving on from this, there's also some rather weird stories coming up in the press about Harry sending Archie to Eton. Now, we already know that Harry did not like Eton. He said this himself. And now it was officially denied by Harry's people. The question is, why did the story even come up in the first place? Why would Harry ship his kid off to the UK to go to a school he didn't like when his family doesn't even get security? Henry VIII tweeted, Harry's son is years away from being eligible for Eton, but you know who isn't? William's eldest. Methinks this Uranus fishing expedition was more to do with muddying the waters to explain why the next Prince of Wales isn't going to Eton versus having anything to do with the Sussexes. I wouldn't put it past the press to introduce the concept of Eton just to try and get people talking about it. They obviously can't openly discuss the possibility that George isn't going. I am Sage saying, no way, you think? I thought it was all set and done. Henry VIII responding, just rumours, and then some more speculation about why an announcement hasn't happened yet. So there was apparently some back and forth for some time about where George was going to go to school, because obviously him being the future king, they all go to Eton, but Kate apparently didn't want him to go to Eton. And the reason it's taken so long is because that was allegedly for the lawyers listening, part of some kind of agreement regarding speculation about William and Kate's marriage. So I think that's what Henry VIII might be alluding to there. Why George isn't going to Eton. I don't think he needs to go to Eton. I actually think he needs to go somewhere a little bit more normal. These people need some normal reality and to be brought down to earth. Not surrounded by people who are going to puff up their egos and who just live in their own little bubble. And then we get nonsense like this happening, where you can have a whole state banquet while people can't afford eggs and bread. Ridiculous. Anywho, that's really all I had to say for today's podcast. We'll keep it short and sweet. Let's have a look at your comments. Oh, thank you again, Kevin Sims. You said, if Harry gets proper security, do you think they'll buy a house in the UK? I don't see why they wouldn't. If they got security, Harry has made it very clear he wants to spend more time in the UK. And I don't see them taking any of the royal residences simply for the fact that they would want to avoid the headache. And quite frankly, I do not think it would be good optics for Harry and Meghan to take any of the royal residences, even if they were offered them. I think they should just buy their own. They can certainly afford it at this point. Don't, get caught up back in the royal fold, and they'll just use it, they'll just weaponize that against them. They paid back the money for Frogmore. Yeah, I see if they were offered security, why not get a home? It's their children's home as well. Harry is British. His children should know their home. But it's not safe. At least not for now anyway. Hopefully at one point it will be. Gwendolyn, you said, absolutely agree. Glad Harry took his beautiful Meghan and Archie away from the Vipers nest. Indeed. Oh my goodness. No, we would not want Archie and Lily growing up around this foolishness. This dysfunctional foolishness. Yeah, I don't think Harry and Meghan will ever send their kids away from them. Just the security risk is just too high. Okay. I think we will end things there. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you to everyone who's been watching the shorts and on TikTok. We are racing towards 700 followers on TikTok, which is amazing. So thank you everyone over there. And yeah, let's dance our way out, folks. Love y'all. Ciao.
We got everything we need right here. Wine and burning chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy. Everything we need's right here. Make me sing along. Sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. Moonlight on your naked skin, summer's blind us to giving. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. Stars align onto your face, pretty sweet your sour taste. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. Sharing all your deepest dreams, wonder what they really mean, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers. Write down all your memories, feel the things you wanna feel, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers.